Tesla is preparing to launch 4 all-new models in 2025. No, this is not a rumor. Yes, this has been confirmed. In fact, Tesla actually said this is supposed to be happening really, really soon, like any day now. In fact, we just got some brand new information from Tesla executives themselves on what is coming soon. So let me break down all these new details, tell you about these new models coming in 2025, the good stuff, the bad stuff, why there's something in here for everyone, and why Tesla's hoping this is good news to put them on a right track for 2025. The reason I say that is because this year's already sort of been kind of shaky for Tesla. Yes, we have a lot of good stuff to, look forward to and get excited about. We finally have the all-new Model Y refresh. We've got a lot happening with Cybertruck tax eligibility, getting basically an $8,000 discount, even like double confirmation, triple confirmation that Tesla is going to be launching their own Uber Waymo competitor in June. But with all the good also comes a lot of bad and controversial stuff. Even putting all the Elon stuff aside that has its own cloud around Tesla, there's a lot of question on whether or not the EV tax credit will be sticking around or not, which could impact prices. Tariffs could obviously impact prices as well. There's a lot of speculation as to if Tesla cares about their current owners or just new owners. And also, there's still a lot of questions on whether or not this, whole idea of full self-driving is actually gonna work. So with all the negativity and all the volatility and the will they or the won't they, Tesla wants to do their best with their vehicle lineup to calm the waters, get people excited, and also appease current owners with their current vehicles and also try to get them to upgrade. So we're going to see multiple new Teslas for 2025 and also I think some important upgrades to current models that should satisfy a lot of antsy owners. So let me start there first because there are 2 important new options that Tesla is looking to make available for owners all around the world. One of them is an upgrade from the Hardware 3 full self-driving computer to Hardware 4, which will be free for those who have purchased full self-driving outright. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of charge if you want to just do that voluntarily. TBD on the details on that. And the other more exciting upgrade should be a retrofit option that'll allow you to add a front bumper camera to your vehicle. This part has already leaked. Tesla is at least producing this in I don't know what quantity, but it does exist, that basically will allow you to retrofit your Tesla with a front bumper camera. Obviously, this has been a staple on the all-new Model Y. It's on Cybertruck. Tesla engineers and executives have talked about the importance of this camera in particular. I'm not sure if it plays some important role with the future of full self-driving, besides just being very, very convenient. So having that retrofit option for existing Teslas should be super, super nice to see this year. That should apply to, at least as far as we know right now, at least the Model 3 and Model Y, hopefully the S and the X, but who knows on that front. And also, speaking of Model 3, I've gotten a lot of questions on, is it safe to buy a Model 3? Is Tesla going to be upgrading that vehicle in 2025 in any significant way? What should I know? Couple of interesting things to know here. Number one is that for whatever reason, Tesla is trying to incentivize people to buy a Model 3 right now. They just dropped the lease price down. You can get into one of these for $250 a month. They upped the referral discount. You can get $2,500 off a Model 3 only if you go with their referral code. I'll throw one down below if you're interested. There's a lot of incentives to go with that vehicle, though by all accounts and by all the information I've seen, there is no significant or really any planned upgrade we know of right now, with 2 exceptions. Number one, like I mentioned, the front bumper camera is becoming increasingly more important for Tesla vehicles, so I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see at some point in 2025, probably randomly on some Thursday night, it just pops on the website and the Model 3 starts shipping with a front bumper camera. That was always the rumor from the get-go, was that Model 3 would have it, and it didn't for some reason, so would not be at all surprised to see it just pop up randomly, so that's likely coming. I would wager that. And then the other thing we should see, Tesla executives have confirmed that new colors are coming in 2025. I'm not sure if this is going to be the Model Y color palette coming to Model 3, like a new glacier blue. I'm not sure if it could be new colors, like a green. Not sure what those colors are, but I think that new colors and a front bumper camera are definitely some options we will see for the Model 3 over the next 12 or so months. So you're safe to buy, enjoy the discounts right now, though I do think those will come at some point this year. All right, next up, let's talk Model Y. What is changing with this category vehicle for 2025? Well, a couple of things. Obviously, there's the big refresh. It's awesome. It's great. We all are super excited to see that. Yes, at some point, eventually, of course, we are going to see a non-launch edition series, so that'll be nice to see exactly what that's going to be and how much it's going to cost. That'll be awesome. But also, if you missed the news, yes, Tesla executives did confirm that a Tesla Model Y Performance with this new sort of refreshed exterior and interior is coming sometime this year. They didn't give a specific date as to when we could see this vehicle, but we do know that Tesla's actively testing it right now, since we've got spy shots as recent as a couple of days of this thing driving on the road, so we know it is in active development, and likely, following the Model 3 Highland pattern, this will basically be a more sporty version. So I'd expect things like the new performance seats, which look amazing, likely some more sort of sporty elements, a new front fascia, likely some new material on the inside. We're not exactly sure what the top speed's going to be, 0 to 60 on the current Model Y Performance. I don't know off the top of my head. Let me look. All right, I had to double check. 3.5 0 to 60 is what we've got right now. So maybe we get a around or maybe even sub 3 second, probably around 3.1 for the new Model Y Performance. So that's going to be awesome. I know many of you guys, I see your comments, you're waiting for that vehicle. That is coming this year, confirmed from the Tesla execs themselves. Don't have to take my word for it. So that is awesome. I should say one other Model Y option we haven't heard of that may or may not be coming is some sort of standard range model. Right now, the cheapest Model Y you can get is a long-range rear-wheel drive offering for $45,000. Add the tax credit on there, and you're sub $40,000. And it's very similar to the other models of Model Y, with the exception of things like a more stripped-down audio system. I know there's not even a material change. You don't get floor mats, and that really the thing with Model Y is the sound system. So that's kind of it. Everything else is likely the same. Now, I don't know if that trend is going to continue with the new Model Y, if Tesla could strip down even more components of it, because if you look at the base Model 3 and the mid-tier and higher-end Model 3, there are some bigger differences there, so not sure how that would translate. But yeah, we don't know if a cheaper Model Y trim is coming or not, if Tesla's just going to do higher-end options. We know at least there's going to be a mid-tier and a performance, but nothing yet on a base model, though I'll come back to that more in a moment, because I think there's some more to the story there. The next new Tesla, confirmed to be coming in 2025, could come tomorrow, could come a month or 5 months from now, we don't know the time, but it is coming this year, is a single-motor rear-wheel drive Cybertruck. The reason many are excited for this is that it's significantly cheaper. It's going to be around $60,000, and once you add in the tax credit in there, which it should be eligible for, you're much closer to $50,000, which is a much more affordable way to jump into this stainless steel beast. But there are some good things here and bad things here you need to know. Now, this base Cybertruck, it's still going to be a Cybertruck, so it's going to have the stainless steel exoskeleton and steer-by-wire and all that crazy stuff. It's going to look like a Cybertruck, but Tesla is planning to make some sacrifices on features to lower the cost to build this thing, which in turn should lower the MSRP. We've learned from leaked code that Tesla is at least making a couple of notable changes to this model. Specifically, we're learning that this model, at least according to leaked code, will not have outlets in the bed, so there wouldn't be any way to plug in, and also there wouldn't presumably be any power share capability as well, so you couldn't back up your home with it. That wouldn't be here to save on costs. And then the other thing we're learning it wouldn't have is a powered tonneau cover. This has sort of been a staple of Cybertruck. It's been sort of loved by owners around the world, and sort of interesting to see that it won't be there, again, presumably to save on costs. Now, I've also got to say that not only do I love sort of talking Tesla on this channel, but one of the best things I love to do, and yes, I realize I've got a baby shark band-aid on my finger, is to just show off really cool Tesla accessories that I absolutely love and ones that really enhance the Tesla ownership experience. A couple of weeks ago, I showed off this amazing accessory. It's like an extension cord for your Tesla charger made from the team over at EV Dance, and you guys absolutely loved it. So I'm back teaming up with EV Dance again on another product I know you guys are going to love, which is just a really great level 1 and level 2 charger that is perfectly made to work just beautifully with your Tesla. And I have tested my fair share of portable chargers here on this channel, but I love this one for a couple of reasons. Number one, the price. For well under $200, not only is it an incredible value, but also we all, at least in the US, need a charger to charge our vehicles. It doesn't come with one when you take delivery. Don't overpay for Tesla's wall connector or mobile connector. This is a way better value and in a lot of ways more versatile. It's got a nice long 25-foot cable, IP66 rated, so it could be inside, it could be outside, and what I love, native NACS. Got that Tesla plug. You just plug it right in. No adapter, no J1772 mumbo jumbo. In all seriousness, though, one of the other cool things about this is that it's both level 1 and level 2. So you just have access to a standard 120 volt outlet. You can plug this in and you can charge your Tesla, because certainly some charge is better than nothing, which isn't too bad. But also, if you either upgrade later, or maybe you're at a destination or a hotel, or you find a higher amperage plug, you're also able to plug in with this as well and get those faster charging speeds, because you've got support here for both a regular 120 volt and NEMA 620 that'll give you a bit of a higher charging speed. I think especially considering the price, this is not only a great sort of main charging solution, but I know many of you guys are taking road trips, you're at hotels or Airbnbs. If you're looking just to have a great portable, charging solution in your vehicle and sort of have it just in case, this is an excellent solution. Super versatile. Love that you can use both level 1 or level 2. Again, it's basically plug and play, built-in native NAC support here. Great quality, nice long cable. There is so much to love about this. Again, this is the same company that makes that awesome extension cable. And by the way, I should mention, they're working on an extender as well for Tesla superchargers, because we all know that sometimes those cables just aren't long enough. So if you want to learn more about the EV Dance amazing portable level 1 and level 2 charger and check out all they've got to offer, hit the link right down below to learn more. And be sure to use my special discount code, which is on screen, EVDROBCH, to get 20% off your order at checkout. Again, use that custom code on screen and also in the link and description down below to get 20% off this amazing level 1 and level 2 charger. Now, whether or not that is a big deal or not sort of depends on your specific use case, but the reason I do bring this up is because, again, we're seeing a concentrated effort from Tesla to really focus in on cutting costs on certain models, especially when it comes to their base models. They're not afraid in these days, not like they didn't really used to do this so much before, but now more than ever, they're not afraid to remove more substantial features in order to bring the price of that car down. Mexico, I think, is the best example of this, because the base Model 3 there is missing a bunch of things. It's got cloth seats instead of leather seats. It doesn't have a rear display, doesn't have cooled seats or heated seats. It doesn't have RGB ambient lighting. Tesla has removed, or to use an Elon phrase, deleted a lot of those things in order to cut down on costs. And that seems to be a theme and direction Tesla is going with in 2025. So yes, there will be a much cheaper Cybertruck, but you likely will be giving up at least a handful of core features, also, slower performance, less range, stuff like that, in order to get that cheaper price. So some trade-offs there, but it will be coming this year. Again, Tesla confirmed it is on track for 2025. And then we get into the interesting part of this video, the vehicle that should be launching at any day now, at any time, that could be sort of the next big growth wave for Tesla and could be the next big hit on the roads. And that is the more affordable Tesla model. Now, over the years, if you've watched my channel, I've talked about the internal code names. There's Project Highland, that was for the Model 3. Project Juniper is for the Model Y. This has been codenamed either Model 2 or Project Redwood. And the initial idea of this vehicle, at least according to the reports we've seen, was that it was going to be a version of the Cybercab. Yes, the Cybercab we've already seen, but it would have pedals and a steering wheel and be a little bit more traditional on the interior to basically be a passenger car. And the idea, at least again from what we've heard, was that Tesla was going to use basically the same production line, the same vehicle, but one would be sort of modular with the pedals and steering wheel, and one would be built without it for the robotaxi fleet. Apparently, Tesla went back and forth on this. Elon axed the idea because he didn't want to do it. So that sort of leads us to what Tesla's been saying for the last couple of months on what they're going to do. They have confirmed they are going to launch a more affordable model in the first half of 2025, and it's going to use a combination of new vehicle components and infrastructure and build techniques with a mix of older build infrastructure techniques and DNA sort of Frankenstein together to give us a familiar but much cheaper mass market Tesla. Now, rumors have gone back and forth for a long time now on what this is going to look like. Could it be a Model 3 with a hatchback? Could it be a stripped-down Model Y? Could it be an entirely new vehicle? Is Tesla going to give a Cybercab? We don't have specifics, but what I've been saying for a while now, and maybe there's new evidence to back this up, is that what Tesla might do is repurpose many of the core components of Model Y, strip it down, and sell it for a much cheaper price, between $25,000 and $30,000. And Tesla might have just tipped their hand into that they're going to be doing just this. We recently got some spy shots overhead from drone footage over the Giga Texas factory in Texas that showed us an interesting Model Y. This one was covered in sort of black camouflaging, both on the front and the back, and also on the inside, so you couldn't really see much of the dashboard or the dashboard material, which could mean a couple of things. Maybe I'm totally wrong on this, and this is just a Model Y performance version in testing, which it definitely could be. Or maybe what Tesla is doing is repackaging the Model Y, either the newer design or the older design or something in between, because we can't see the front and the back, and they're repurposing that for the cheaper vehicle, and that dashboard material is different than what we've got in the current older generation and newer generation Model Y, which is why it's covered. And again, I'm not trying to leak information. I don't have an inside source. I'm just telling you, in my personal opinion, there are 3 reasons why I think this actually makes a lot of sense. For starters, Model Y is popular for a reason. There's a reason this form factor is the world's best-selling car. Obviously, it's super popular. People like the form factor. They don't really have to break what isn't... Wait. They don't have to fix what's not broken, if I can get my analogies correct. Second thing, to that end, Tesla knows how to build this vehicle in mass for as cheap as possible. They've been doing it for years. I'm sure they've found ways in all senses of the word to cut costs down as much as possible and to save. So if they're able to do that for a mass market vehicle and remove more components to bring costs down, that would make a lot of sense. And then finally, this wouldn't be unprecedented. Like I mentioned a moment ago, already in Mexico with the Model 3, a new vehicle, Tesla is removing things like the vegan leather. They're removing screens and lighting and other little extra odd and ends that would make the vehicle cost more. And again, you're still getting a lot of the core Tesla features, big touchscreen, great software, phone key, all that, great stuff, but you would have a more limited audio system. It'd be missing things, and, you'd have to have some trade-offs there. But for around $25,000, $30,000, a much substantially cheaper Tesla, it might just be worth it as sort of the mass market gateway into the Tesla ecosystem. And I guess a little fourth point, the other reason personally why this makes sense to me is because for a vehicle supposedly launching, or at least being revealed within the next couple of months, for it to not leak in any way on the road, as we know Tesla always does on-road testing, has me thinking that it's something that looks basically as similar as possible to something we already have, where they don't have to camouflage it as much, if that makes sense. Again, maybe they're going the Cybercab route, maybe it's something totally different, I don't know, but that is my theory based off of some little tidbits, those photos and some other evidence that we've gotten over the last couple of weeks and months. I also want to take a moment here to showcase and highlight and thank some of my amazing partners, companies that are making amazing Tesla accessories that I love and you guys will love. Companies like Tesla Emblems, for example. If you guys have seen my uniquely wrapped Tesla key card or the plaid emblem on my Model X Plaid and you want to do the same thing, Tesla Emblems is the place to go. They've got custom decals for your charge port, for your center console, your Tesla key cards, and so much more. They've got so many amazing designs here that make it really fun and unique to customize your Tesla in a really interesting way. It's not just like your boring stuff here. There's Toy Story, there's superheroes, or just some really cool designs that complement your Tesla well. If you're looking for a fun and easy and affordable way to customize your Tesla and some of your Tesla products, like your key cards, for example, hit the link down below and learn more about what Tesla Emblems has to offer and check out their lineup today. I also want to give a big thanks to one of my favorite Tesla little add-ons, integrations, apps, your best Tesla partner, and that is Century Pro. Look, as Tesla owners, we always want to know what is going on with our vehicle, and if Sentry Mode notices something, I think that you and I want to also be alerted at the same time. That is the beauty of Century Pro. You are alerted whenever Sentry Mode goes off. You don't have to wait for a notification that may or may not come from Tesla. Super easy to get this all set up. Uses all the secure Tesla APIs, going to work on any single Tesla model and also all of your Teslas if you've got multiple. Check it out for yourself today and try it for free at the link down below, available on both iOS and Android. All right, guys, so now it is your turn. I'm curious, your thoughts on Tesla in 2025, your thoughts on just the company as a whole in 2025, your thoughts on the vehicles. Is there anything exciting that you're looking forward to? Do you think that prices should go down more? Do you think these offers are compelling? Are you going to get a cheaper Tesla? Please drop a comment down below and let me know. And of course, if you stayed to the very end of the video, I'm still doing my Tesla merch giveaway. I've got some stuff to give away for you guys. Cost you nothing. All you got to do is subscribe, like this video, drop a comment down below. Let me know you stayed to the end and let me know your thoughts on the video and thoughts on the channel, things you'd like me to do. Does my voice annoy you, as I know many people comment on in many videos? It's okay. I take it with a grain of salt and just appreciate you guys watching. So thank you guys so much for your support. Appreciate you all. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see ya in the next one.